It's time to focus on seniors with Helping Seniors TV. The television show designed to make you aware of senior issues and needs, as well as to acquaint you with the resources available to help you age in place and with dignity. Now, here's your host, Joe Steckler.
I'm Joe Steckler, and welcome to Helping Seniors, the television arm of Helping Seniors of Brevard County. Our show is designed to provide you with information on how to develop your own aging and care plans. Our topic today is senior living communities. Joining me is Courtney Legg, who is the Executive Director of the Riverview Senior Resort, and Sheree Gough, who is our Sales Marketing Director. And I'll get it right from now on, Sheree.
All right.
I'll do that.
Hi.
Hi, Courtney.
Thank you for having us. We're delighted to be
quite
here.
Our pleasure. And I think it's fair, folks, for you as the viewers to know that we're talking about a completely new concept in retirement living here with Riverview Senior Resort. And I'm sure as you listen to Sheree and Courtney talk today, you'll see where this is a little bit different type of living. And I would like very much for you, Courtney, just to tell our viewers just a short thing about your background.
Okay. Well, I've been in the senior living industry for about 8 years now. I've done everything from sales and marketing, memory care, assisted living, and I enjoy every bit of it.
Yep. But
yes,
you're familiar with memory care, nursing care, assisted living care.
Yes.
So you got a good background in that. And Sheree, you don't have quite the extent of background she has, I don't think, in this, but you are a marketing person.
I am. I started in senior living world about 13 years ago. So I started as an activities director and worked my way up to into the sales and marketing area. So I've been doing sales and marketing for about 10 years, and it's been for independent living, assisted living, and memory care.
So I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you're wrong, you need to admit it. I was wrong.
Well, good.
Good man.
Okay, so I apologize.
There we go.
But what is different about Riverview Senior Resort? Why do you think it's different from the other places? And in talking about the differences, let's talk a little bit about your licensure.
Okay, sure. Well, first of all, Riverview Senior Resort is the newest assisted living that's being constructed right now in Brevard County. We're located off of US 1, right on the Indian River. It's a beautiful location. We're going to be home for close to 200 seniors, and we're planning on opening in May of this year. Our licensure is going to be an extended congregate care license, and I'm going to let Sheree tell you a little bit about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Our extended congregate care license, in short, it's called an ECC license. In assisted living communities, there are 3 different types of licensing. The first is a standard license. The second is a limited nursing services license.
Okay.
And then the third, that is most comprehensive in the assisted living environment, is an extended congregate care license. And that's what we will have. And what an ECC license means is that our residents are going to be able to age in place. So what that means to families and the residents is it brings them peace of mind knowing that they're not going to have to make multiple moves as their needs progress.
I think that's important because I've been involved with senior care for 27 years. And my last job in the Navy, I actually was my title was governor. I was the only appointed governor in the United States Navy. But my job was, I had command of the Navy's retirement home in Gulfport, Mississippi, before Katrina destroyed it. But we took care of 550 people in an 11-story tower.
Wow.
And I also had a 52-bed hospital. So I was responsible. Here I'm a line officer in the Navy having responsibility for well care, assisted living care, nursing home care in the hospital, and hospital care, which is a great deal of difference from standard ways to
Right.
work. So I understand what it is that you're doing, and I think more people need to understand that. So, well, when we talk about levels of care, you said assisted living. Both of you talk about it. Yours isn't. You come in and say it's assisted living, but you got a different connotation of what you call assisted living, right?
Well, at our particular community, we are going to start off with independent living, which provides a carefree lifestyle for seniors that don't want to have to worry about cooking or cleaning, or just the day-to-day tasks of taking care of their home, and that just want to have a carefree lifestyle and enjoy the amenities that we offer. So we'll offer independent living. After that, then we'll have assisted living. Assisted living provides a carefree lifestyle with assistance as well. Anything from bathing, dressing, grooming, medication management. So we'll provide assisted living as well. And then we will have a memory care neighborhood, which our memory care is geared towards residents that are further progressed with Alzheimer's or dementia that need a smaller, more intimate, or a secured environment. So we'll have all three.
That's a little bit different. It was hard for me to understand when you said it's you're an assisted living facility, and then you say somebody's going to come in, like a well care place, and people like a couple walks in and they can still function. What you're talking about is you're moving somebody. It says, I'm trying to take care of a house. I don't want to live in a condo. I want somebody to fix my meals. I want the place cleaned. I want to walk in, do my thing, and want to leave when I want to leave it. I don't want a responsibility.
Right.
And that's what you're offering.
Yes. And that's the beauty of our community. We can offer somebody just the meals, the housekeeping, and no assistance, but then we can also go all the way up to end of life care. We can contract with a hospice, and it can be truly their last place that they're going to be.
Are you, so what you'll do then is, let's just pick up on the hospice part of it. You're not going to have a hospice section, or you just...
No, they'll actually get to stay in the same room that they came in when they were independent. So that's the beauty of a big building that offers all kinds of care, is they'll come in needing a certain amount of care, and as they progress or as the years go on, we will be able to come right to their room and provide all the care that they're going to need.
I thought it was interesting that you talked about the location of the resort. In fact, it's a resort. Could you comment a little bit more on why you consider it is a resort?
Why are we calling it a resort?
It intrigued me.
Yeah, well, first of all, when you walk inside, you'll definitely notice it's almost like you're stepping on a cruise ship, because we are literally surrounded by water. It is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. At any time you can look out the window and see dolphins, sailboats going by, manatees playing, so it's truly breathtaking. We're also going to have all the amenities that a resort would have. We're going to have a movie theater, we're going to have shows, we're going to have a heated outdoor therapy pool. We're going to have a billiards. Anything that you can think of, we're pretty much going to offer.
You have a swimming pool too?
We're going to have a swimming pool and walking trails, riverfront walking trails as well.
How big a piece of property is the resort, do you know?
Oh, that's a good question.
I can tell you that not exactly if we're going to talk about acres, but I can tell you about the size of the building and the types of apartments, or how many apartments we're going to offer.
Okay.
We are going to have 100 assisted living apartments, and we're going to have 20 memory care apartments. And then that's our phase one of the community. Our second phase, which we're getting ready to break ground on, is going to offer the independent living, and that is going to be 84 apartments.
And that's when you have to build yet?
Yes, that one we have not broken ground. We're planning on starting that late this year, and we've also have plans for third phase as well. So It may be a very big project.
You know, I've got a lot of experience in working with Alzheimer's patients, and I'm very interested in when you talk about memory care and having 20 units. What do you, Sheree, how do you describe your memory care unit? When you said apartment, is this for a couple with one person having dementia? Or let's say would you be able to take care of a single person that had dementia in a memory care unit? Would you be able to do that?
We will. And in speaking about memory care, that's a very special, memory care is very special to me.
Yes, it is.
To answer your question about the apartments and what we can offer, whether it's single or couples, we can do both. We are going to have what we call companion rooms, which are basically like 2 bedrooms. So it would be nice for a couple if they wanted a bigger apartment. So a couple could most certainly go into the companion room, or they could go into one of our deluxe 1 bedrooms or a studio, whichever they prefer. So we have 20 memory care apartments, but 8 of those offer a companion option.
Well, let's stick with the memory care just a minute.
Okay.
Are you saying that you have 2 separate rooms in a memory care place? Or
There are 20 apartments.
I know there's 20.
And 8 of those 20 apartments offer 2 bedrooms in each apartment.
Okay.
So a couple can move in there, or it can be 2 individuals that are not related that need a companion room, maybe because they want the company of another person, or because they need to, they're on a different type of a budget, and that is more affordable for them.
And actually, it's less expensive if
Yes,
you've
sir.
got
Yes.
2 people. And when you say, I missed out on what you said then you also have, let's say if a couple lived there and it turned out that one of them developed dementia, would they move into the memory care section, or could they stay in the assisted living care section?
I'll answer that.
Okay,
It's completely up to them. We are really person-centered. We're going to do what they need. As far as if maybe you had a couple and one of the people, if they became dangerous to themselves, maybe needed a more secure environment, then we would suggest that they move to the memory care, and the husband or the wife or whoever the second person would be more than welcome to move in there with them. They do not have to have dementia to live in the memory care.
Will the memory care unit be a locked unit within the facility?
It'll be a secured unit, a keypad entry before you get on and off the elevators.
Okay. Will you have an outside area that's secure for memory care people to go into, or not? Or something
we will have programming for our residents, and when they are outside of the community, they will always have somebody with them.
Under care. Okay.
Right.
They will always be supervised.
And pretty much the back of the community, since it's all water, it's either the building and then the water, so it is a secured area.
It's the same thing, and people become alarmed when you just start talking about people with dementia and what degree or what latitude of freedom you give them. But consider this: there are thousands upon thousands of dementia patients that live in a home with a caregiver, and they live on canals, they live on lakes, they live all over the United States. What it amounts to, for the most part, is what kind of security can you establish? If there is a caretaker, if it's 2 people in a room, husband or wife, one has dementia, the other is the caregiver, and they have a responsibility. Now, if I'm making an assumption that with what I'm hearing you're saying, Sheree, is that if a couple needs more help, say if they went outside, you would be able to provide that kind of help. That's how you're looking to do things differently at Riverview.
We will be able to, if we have residents that live in our memory care neighborhood, that we will have programming outside, we'll do walks. We're also building an observation deck. So we're going to have specific programs and times of the day where we escort our residents that are living in our memory care neighborhood to do outdoor activities, whether it's sitting on one of our screened-in patios outside having some lemonade, or whether it's going down to the observation deck as a group to go watch the dolphins and the manatee, or whether it's just for some walking and some exercise.
Yeah, what you're doing there is what a lot of people don't understand. One of the things that is really difficult for a person that has a dementia problem is to accept radical change. Or abrupt change. And if they're accustomed to where they are, they can still be given a latitude of freedom and movement and they don't see the difference, and that's what makes me think more about what you're trying to do there. That's why I've asked some of these extensive questions on memory care, because I think it's important for people to understand that.
You're right, and some residents that are memory impaired like the security and the comfort of just being in their environment that they're used to. So some residents may not want to go out in groups, but if residents want to go outside, they will certainly have that opportunity at Riverview.
But what you're doing there is also providing an area where people can be accustomed to their surroundings.
Yes.
And that's another important part of the equation. And that's what I see you're doing with what you're doing at Riverview, is you're providing a sort of a stable environment for a person with dementia in your memory care unit. And that is extremely important. And I think you'll find that will become more of a marketing incentive than you realize right now, because people don't understand. Many people don't understand. It's much easier to take care of a person with dementia if you can keep them in a stable environment.
Right, and we have what's called the Heartfelt Connections program. It's a special program that we have through our management company. It allows everything is tailored towards somebody that has Alzheimer's. The way we feed, the way our even the colors of the dishes, the different programmings. It is designed so that somebody that has severe Alzheimer's can have fun and have those daily activities, as well as somebody that has very little dementia. So it's tailored toward them.
Let's talk about another topic that we didn't mention this in our pre-show talk. Your food.
Our food.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, I want to know about
important.
that.
That's
always important. Yes. Yes.
Why did you say it's important?
Because that's a huge social activity, number one, for residents. It's important to offer a great dining experience for all 3 meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, because that's what most of them, if they don't have access to going out to different restaurants, this is what they eat every day. So it's important to have great meals, options. In most communities, you'll have a couple of entrees that you can choose from. At Riverview, we're going to have always a couple of main entrees to choose from. And then it's important to have a menu that's always available. And another thing that is setting Riverview apart from other communities is that we will have anytime dining. So what that means to our residents is they'll be able to come into the dining room, say anywhere from maybe 7:30 in the morning until 6:30 or 7 at night to get a meal. There's not segmented times where they have to be there.
So it's not set breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
No. And when you get a chance, an opportunity to walk in,
I am going to come down.
When you get a chance to walk into the building, into our community, and the first thing that you see is a grand entry and then our grand dining room, which is surrounded by windows. And so you have this fabulous water view. So you don't want to restrict your residents from saying, oh, you have to be in the dining room at this time or that time. It's their home.
Right.
And they should be able to come in and enjoy that view anytime that they want.
And we understand that's often mostly dining is the main activity, the main thing that they look forward to every day.
Really is.
So we understand that.
Yeah. And the older we get, people have a tendency to want to gather around the meal table more than we should.
Right.
But it's important that the food be good. And
it is.
I sense that wherever you sit in your dining room, you can see a water view.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
And Courtney mentioned that it's like being on a cruise ship. And I always explain it. It's like being on a permanent cruise ship, but it's just docked.
Yep.
So that's it, and then the other reason that I talk about it being like a cruise ship is not only are you going to have this fabulous food and a great dining experience, but also on cruise ships, you have a wide variety of activities and fun things to do throughout the day.
What kind of activities do you have planned? Just give just maybe a couple of things that you think would be interesting.
Sure. And one of our activity rooms, we're going to have a huge dance floor. So our residents will have the opportunity to dance. We are going to
have a ballroom dance
we'll have
instructor
a ballroom
come
dancing
in.
instructor coming in. A lot of music programming. Nowadays, you hear a lot about music therapy. And we think that that's important. Residents love it. Everybody loves music. It's part of your soul. So we think that that's important to continue to have a lot of entertainment, live music, sing-alongs, and for folks that want to do, of course, exercise. It's about keeping fit.
Do you have a gymnasium?
Oh, yes. We have a very large gym with lots of equipment, and we're going to do a daily exercise, maybe twice a day. So exercise will be, along with, we'll also have a rehab that's going to be on our lower level. So if somebody has physical therapy or occupational therapy and need to do something
You'll be able to do that right at Riverview?
We'll be able to accommodate.
Right at Riverview.
Yes. And then also, we have that pool. And in our pool, we can do therapy. We're going to have a lift for our pool, a handicap lift, and people can do pool therapy as well as water aerobics and have fun as well.
Do you have a lap pool part of the?
It's not as big as a lap. No. It's there's not going to be people able to take laps.
So, if a person wants to seriously swim, can they do that in the pool?
I mean, I'm sure they could if they were by themselves, but it definitely doesn't have lanes.
Oh, okay.
It's not that large.
It's going to be great for folks that either need the one-on-one therapy with therapist, or for water classes such as aerobics and things like that. So you can certainly, it's big enough to have classes. So there's a lot of different things that we can do. We all know that water exercise is one of the greatest ways that
it is. Yeah. I have been told by my therapist that the only way I can solve my balance problem is when the water gets warm enough in my pool is to walk.
Oh, okay.
He said, simply walking in my pool will help me more than the therapy class that I've been going to for the last.
And that's what we hope
That's
to
true.
do too.
And you mentioned that you had to wait for your pool to warm up. I don't remember if Courtney mentioned or not, but our pool will be heated year round too. So that's
ours is supposed to be solar heated, but I think it could stand a couple more panels on it.
Yeah.
A thing that we talked about early on, and we never really go into it, was the fact that you advertise Riverview as an assisted living facility. Mm-hmm. But I liked and I asked you a question, Courtney, about the types of care that you could give that would normally be given in a nursing home, that you will be able to do these things for a short period of time. Mm-hmm. And I please, both of you, talk to our viewing audience about some of the things you like, tube feeding and something, and how you can do these things under your license. That most people don't realize this.
Okay, with an ECC license, we are able to provide some nursing services that somebody with an assisted living with a standard license would not be able to perform. They would have to go out into a skilled nursing community to get the care that they need. Examples would include tube feeding, oxygen maintenance, diabetic management, catheters, colostomy bags, just certain things that is very inconveniencing to a family member to have to pull them from the home that they know and that they love. At Riverview, we'll be able to accommodate those needs right at home.
Yep. And it's important to me because, one of the first questions, folks, that I asked Courtney and Sheree was cost. And many facilities that do what you're talking about require a very, very large down payment to come into.
You're right.
You don't do that.
No.
And I would like for you just to quickly, how much time left? I want you to tell people about your entrance fee and sort of a basic cost. Market,
okay.
You might
I
do
can
that.
do
You're
that.
a market person.
You're right. We are not a buy-in community. We are a rental community. We're month to month. All that we ask for, should anybody ever want to leave a community, is a 30-day notice. So with that being said, we do require a small entrance fee, and we call that a community fee. It's a one-time, non-refundable community fee, and it's $3,000.
That's very reasonable.
It is. So right now, what we're doing, since we are accepting reservations, is folks are coming in and they are putting down a deposit. So they're able to join our Founders Club and pick a great apartment. You have first selection of apartments. So the deposit that they're putting down is $500. And Once they move in, then that $500 deposit goes directly towards their community fee.
Okay. What I know that we got so many mix and match situations, but what's a ballpark figure that if somebody says, "Yeah, I want to think about that place. I wonder what they charge."
Okay.
Basic ballpark.
Let's say if somebody was coming into our memory care neighborhood, the basic ballpark starting rate would be about $3,900 a month.
Very reasonable.
It is reasonable. If somebody was coming into our assisted living portion of the community, the starting rates are about $4,500 a month.
What about if there's a second person? What if it's a couple?
It would be $1,400 in addition to the base rate of the apartment.
So, okay, 45 and 15, we're talking $6,000, $72,000 a year. You don't have to worry about roofing. You don't have to worry about yard maintenance. You don't have to worry about grocery shopping. I can cite a lot of things you don't have to worry about.
Food, housekeeping, laundry.
The most important thing, too, that you don't have to worry about is what are you going to do if you have an emergency and there's nobody there to help you? So that also, to me, which I think is priceless, is peace of mind that it brings you knowing that there is somebody there to help you 24/7.
Yeah. And remember what you said about 26 minutes and 40-some seconds ago? You said, will we have enough time to talk about it? We have 36 seconds left.
Okay. All right. Well, if you are interested and would like more information about Riverview, please visit our site, riverviewseniorresort.com. And our number is 321-312-4555.
We are also on Facebook and LinkedIn, so go check us out and like us on Facebook. We are also available Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 at our sales center, right on location in Palm Bay, 3490 Grand Avenue.
Okay, I get the last 4 seconds.
Okay.
I want to thank you, viewer, for watching today's show, and I hope you enjoyed listening to Sheree and Courtney. I'm Joe Steckler. Thank you for joining our program today. I'd like to remind you that our senior information line is available to you at 321-473-7770. There you can get help and direction that could be helpful for your specific situation or circumstances. The work of helping seniors is very important, but we can't do it alone. That is why our sponsors here in Brevard County are so important. I'd like to thank our many area sponsors, businesses, and medical providers who support the mission of helping seniors that help us carry the cost of our media efforts. If you'd like to join us either as a business partner or simply donate as an individual, we would welcome your call at 321-473-7770. You are always welcome to visit our website at www.helpingseniorsofbrevard.org. Thanks so much for your help. It does make a difference.